Last episode, we suffered our first defeat of the season against Atalanta, and now we look to turn it around this time out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Respect the Jeff here with another episode in this Chelsea career. Still top of the table, but barely 1 point above Liverpool. 11 games played. This has been a crazy start to the season, but we're looking to keep it up. In the meantime, guys, I put out a poll, and you all decided we are going to sign one of the world's top youngsters, and a bit of a risky move here. We received a lead on the world's most promising young striker, and have secretly paid his family $25 million to bring him into our academy. So I'll introduce you to our new signing, and hopefully this all works out in the future. Flavio Barbosa, the Portuguese center forward / central midfielder, very diverse player in terms of his skill set and really good stats on paper. He's quick, he's strong, I mean definitely a lot of room to grow, but he's 15 years of age, 70 overall, and what a talent we have on our hands. Like I said, one of the best in the world, or most promising in the world at least, so we'll see how he pans out. He won't be able to start for us or even play for us until he turns 16, so he'll be in the academy for the time being, but remember the name. He could go on to be a huge player for Chelsea. In the meantime, we got to make do with what we have, though, in the squad, and what we have has been pretty good so far. Leicester City up next, and let's get right to it. Alright, well, we suffered our first loss of the season at the hands of Atalanta at the end of last episode, and we are looking to make sure that does not happen again here against Leicester City. They're in pretty good form as of late. Obviously, we are in the best form really in the league so far, considering we're top of the table. So hopefully we are able to get the better of them, but that doesn't mean this will be an easy match by any stretch of the imagination. Looking to make something happen in the opening minutes here, and we just can't quite get it going. Leicester defending really well and frustrating Chelsea 30 minutes in. A chance slipped through for Ziyech, cutting inside, and again Justin able to gather that one up, and Leicester City holding resolute at the back despite all of our possession here. Really not that many chances in the game so far, although Conte pushing forward and looking for a way through. Abraham all the way out wide now. Kai Havertz cutting inside. Can he make something happen? In on his left foot, and not too bad. Easy save by Schmeichel in the end, though. And again, we just can't quite get a good effort here in on goal. And Leicester really comfortable in this game, to be honest. I mean, they're not offering much going forwards. Kind of seems like they're playing for a draw, I mean, if anything. But it's enough to frustrate Chelsea so far. Timo Werner now getting in behind, with a chance shaping up here in the second half, cutting inside on his right, and again Schmeichel saves, and Chelsea another opportunity gone missing. We just can't find the back of the net. We're looking for a little bit of creativity here from Hakim Ziyech, who usually does the playmaking for us. Kai Havertz over the top for Reece James out there on the wing, and again defended well, this time by Perez. Leicester throwing all their men behind the ball, and really just that final ball in that final third is missing for us. Timo Werner in behind now, and just opts to put it in towards the head of Abraham, and again just not coming off for Chelsea here. Tammy Abraham this time give and go with Kai Havertz on the wing, taking it all the way and looking for the pass. Tries to take his man on it again, can't quite get the shot off. About 20 minutes left in the match now, and we need something pretty quick if we want to turn this game around. Reece James, lovely ball played through for Barnes, and Reece James forced into a second dangerous slide tackle there. Honestly fortunate not to get red, he sees yellow for it. Didn't have too much of an option, though, with the opportunity in behind. And Leicester, with their first real even sniff at goal here, in easy enough save for Mendy, who rolls it out. Kai Havertz playing out now and looking for a counterattack. Timo Werner, that's a sloppy pass to Mason Mount, gives it away. And really Chelsea, just not too much going on here in the second half. Leicester a little venturous forward here, and Maddison finds the feet of Delort, who punishes Chelsea for that poor run of play, and Leicester grab a goal really against all odds. That's the first shot I can remember them having all game long, and it is enough to see this one out. Leicester 1, Chelsea 0, our first defeat in the league now. That's 2 in a row. Horribly disappointing performance from the Blues, and you gotta say that is just such a frustrating game. We threw everything we had at it, and it just was not enough. And I'm not sure what's going on with this team, guys. Stuttering form at this point, and things not looking too great at this point of the season. Alright, well, a couple of disappointing results in a row. Our first loss in the league. I mean, I guess it was inevitable at some point this season, but it is going to be a disappointment still. Liverpool have claimed top of the league, 2 points over us after that last one, and we go into this game against Southampton. In the meantime, if you guys want to check out the squad and all the details that surround it, you can go to respectthejeff.com, check out the Chelsea tab, and leave me comments directly there on what you think about the team, what you'd like to see in the future. So, Southampton up next. We're looking to turn our fortunes around ASAP, and let's get to it. All right, here we go. This game should be the turning point for us. Southampton, not the best side in the Premier League at this point in the career, and we desperately need the points. We're starting to slip up after a fantastic opening run in the season where we were undefeated for, I think, 13 or 14 games across all competitions, but that is starting to slip up with 2 defeats in a row, unprecedented for Chelsea in this save so far. And Southampton really not looking bad so far. The defense for Chelsea, which was once very solid, and I think still probably is best of the league due to the numbers on paper, is starting to look a little susceptible. I mean, we're conceding goals, and we just don't have the same threat up top either. Abraham giving the ball away. You can just see the confidence really starting to drain out of this team. Honestly, we might need to be shaking things up here in the next couple of games. Abraham, though, plays a lovely ball through for Ziyech, who can't quite get the touch, and Chelsea just seem a step behind on all these moves. You can see where the thought process lies, but the play just not quite coming off. Ziyech looking to cut it back, and again, well defended by Stevens. This time it's Southampton who get forwards. Obafemi looking for the ball through. Genepo back to O'Connor, and Conte closing down. Lovely ball over the top. It's Mendy trying to get out there to punch. Header in, and it's in the back of the net. Shane Long finishes, and Southampton take the lead here against Chelsea. Another horrendous start to the game, and honestly another horrendous mistake by Mendy as well, who is so good early in the season, is starting to look a little fallible here. Big mistake in the last episode, and you gotta say that's all down to the goalkeeper here. Surely should have had that covered. Whiffs on the ball, and that's horrible stuff to see us go behind here. Chelsea need a response quick. Only 20 minutes in, still a lot of time in. Timo Werner, outstanding individual skill, looking for the cutback, and no one open in the box. Again, just can't quite get it going here. N'Golo Kante, top of the box now. Werner trying to take this game into his hands off the crossbar. What a goal that would have been. Fantastic first touch. A fantastic effort, too. I mean, it was inches off. Not too bad at all. Goalkeeper was not going to have that. N'Golo Kante wins it back. Chelsea pushing really hard here. We got to see what this team is made of. Timo Werner, top of the box, and again trying to drag the team in front here. It's deflected, and Mason Mount is the one off the follow-up. If the first wasn't going to go in, the second surely was. Timo Werner trying everything he can here. A shot from distance blocked by 2 men. Mason Mount takes advantage of that rebound, and a great finish from the youngster who's really having a breakout season this year, starting to get more and more minutes in the team and capitalizing when he does. Ziyech, lovely ball snuck through Abraham. Surely Werner straight at the goalkeeper. Well, that was our chance to go in front, and Chelsea unable to score here. Southampton in the second half, a little bit of pressure here in on our goal, and Zuma just getting that one away. Like I was saying in the first half, our defense just not looking the same. I mean, we've only conceded 1, but I think earlier in the season, a team of this caliber wouldn't have even had a sniff at our goal. Timo Werner goes over in the box, just getting a touch on it. Well defended there by Walker Peters. Top of the box here with Tammy Abraham. Chelsea looking for something, and really, I mean, pushed out wide from distance. These shots won't trouble the goalkeeper that much. We're not finding too much success elsewhere. Sabitzer coming on, looking to make an impression. Sneaks it through Havertz. That's a poor touch, and the goalkeeper makes the save. 87 minutes. Not a lot of time left for Chelsea here. But Werner doing really well to turn his man, and he's in through on space now. Timo Werner, no one ahead of him, can just make a little bit of magic happen here one-on-one with O'Connor cutting inside, takes it around, and maybe does too much to stay on his feet there. A little bit of contact, doesn't go down, doesn't get the penalty. 92 minutes gone, and Chelsea settle for a draw. No wins in our last 3, and that's another disappointing one. Starting to slip up in the league here. What was looking to be a runaway title challenge is definitely under threat. Well, a string of frustrating games hopefully coming to an end here against the weakest side probably in the Champions League this season, the Russian side, Dinamo Zagreb. Definitely not confident in my pronunciation there. But in the meantime, if you guys want to help me manage the team, go check out my Patreon, patreon.com/respectthejeff. We have some awesome members in this Discord channel already. I'm getting great feedback on things like transfers that we're planning, team tactics, some of the new faces I'm making, stuff like that. If you guys want to be a part of those conversations, feel free to join. Love to have you there. But in the meantime, we get back to the Champions League. Let's get to it. All right, here we go, back in action. No wins in our last 3, like I said, and we are looking to turn that around at all costs here. Pretty strong starting 11 out here, despite the level of competition. And if we can get a win here, I think that might guarantee us going through the group stages here. If not, it might come down to the last game day, but things looking pretty good for us, despite stuttering a little bit against those last 2 matchups against Atalanta. In behind now, it's Kai Havertz setting up Timo Werner, not too far off, but again, it's just not quite clicking for Chelsea recently, despite really playing with the same tactics and personnel as we've been all season. Maybe a shot of confidence needed in this team, but Sabitzer playing a lovely ball through for Chilwell, who continues his run. No one quite ahead of him, but Sabitzer picked out again. got options in front of him. Havertz now inside the box, cutting inside on his left foot, pushed down, and it's a penalty given, a weak one at that, but I'll take it. Havertz really just kind of bundled off the ball there. Looked like he kind of fell over, but it's all down to Timo Werner now to take this penalty and put Chelsea in front, stepping up, and it's saved by the goalkeeper, Timo Werner. All season long, you'd think he'd be converting those kind of chances, but I think with the current run of form that Chelsea is in, everything is under a little bit of threat now. Timo Werner now looking to make something happen up forwards for Abraham, who plays it through for Kai Havertz in space now, and surely this will result in a chance in on goal with his right foot, saved by the goalkeeper, and Chelsea still can't get the go-ahead goal despite several solid chances here in the first half. Out wide with Werner again, finding a lot of space in behind in this match, cutting inside Werner, good footwork, Sabitzer sneaks it through, Tammy Abraham, surely, there you have it, Chelsea finally get a goal, and who other than Tammy Abraham scoring again. He's having an outstanding season, despite some of our up and down form here. We are still performing at a very high level this season, and Tammy Abraham is leading the charge up front. Great pass from Sabitzer too, and Abraham really working on his overall game, good hold-up play there, and Ziyech plays through Havertz, lays it back off Ziyech, looking for the opening here, and a little bit of overplaying here from Chelsea. Sabitzer with a clever idea, doesn't quite come off. Can't find the feet of Tammy Abraham here. And still going here in the first half, looking for more. Kai Havertz taking his man on. Look at that. What a piece of skill. Havertz cuts it back, and Werner with the header in the back of the net. It's got to be up there for goal of the season. And Kai Havertz with an absolutely stunning set of skills. And they're on full display out there. Havertz really putting on a show. Maybe trying to prove me wrong for taking some off of his overall, since I didn't feel the 90 was deserved earlier. But he is definitely playing well in these last couple of performances. Look at that replay. I don't even have words to say how amazing that was. Timo Werner, no easy work to convert that header either, especially for someone who's definitely not known for his aerial prowess. With a 2-goal lead now, things starting to finally feel a little comfortable here for Chelsea. Substitution time now, Timo Werner coming off, Christian Pulisic coming on, and Mason Mount as well. Let's see if the two of them can step up and make an impression here. Pulisic really gone missing this season. He's a player that I love in real life, so honestly it breaks my heart to have to say that, but he really, he's just been given chances and not taken them, and I think at this point Zaha is probably ahead of him in the pecking order, so Pulisic there giving the ball away right away, really not making a case for himself out there. Mason Mount, on the other hand, has really taken hold of his chances this season and is capitalizing with goals and assists and really playing well out of the middle of the pitch, setting the tempo for these games. And there you have it, making a good run in behind, finding the feet of Tammy Abraham, Mount ahead of him, and really Abraham just afforded the space to run, and he's still going. Mason Mount in the box now, cutting inside on his left, not bad at all, saved by the keeper, but Mason Mount, that's what he offers, getting forwards, always an eye for goal, and that really wasn't that far off. Pretty comfortable save in the end, but give him a couple of those chances and he will finish some, and we've seen that this season. Loftus-Cheek, the other one, starting to impress out of the academy and into the midfield. Kai Havertz there out on the wing. Can Chelsea go on to grab a third? No, ball given away. Well, a little disappointing at times, but 2-0. We'll keep a clean sheet, score a couple goals, and hopefully, like I was saying earlier, this will be the turning point for a bad run of form. It was desperately needed, and hopefully this secures us a good spot going forward in the Champions League as well. Whistle blows, we've finally done it. Chelsea back to winning ways. Not the best performance I've ever seen, but some really good moments. Kai Havertz, obviously, incredible bit of skill and some good cameos from the other players in the team. So we take the 3 points, we move on, and hopefully this form can be sustained through the rest of the season. On we go. All right, well, huge occasion. Next episode, we take on Liverpool, and we got a show for the real deal next time around. 4 points off of Liverpool. A win here would pull us back within 1 after stuttering a little bit with our form here. 2 draws and a loss, and it's going to be no easy challenge, though. Liverpool in amazing form this season, and it's going to take quite some effort, especially away at Anfield, for us to pull off something big there. Taking a check-in with the squad now. 16 goals now, both for Werner and Abraham, both having really solid seasons. Werner out on the wing probably edges him out a little bit in terms of what he's able to do, but Abraham obviously outstanding as well. Havertz starting to pick up form, and really the front 3 all coming together. All 3 of them have been outstanding, and pretty much irreplaceable. When it comes to the rest of the squad, like I was saying earlier, Mason Mount is one who's really starting to shine. Christian Pulisic been given a bunch of chances. He hasn't been horrendous or anything, but he's definitely not going to be starting over any of that front 3. Edward Mendy starting to come under a little bit of fire after the mistakes in the last couple games. We're going to stick with them. I mean, I'm not going to be too rash about it, but we do have Cech and Onana waiting in the ranks to prove what they can do if it comes to that, but hopefully we can stick with our man and results will come good. So next time up, we take on Liverpool. That will come next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with next episode, but until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.